What's up, guys? It's Neil the Barbarian Dad, and today I've got another holster review for you. If I could get English right, that would be great. And today we're talking about the Galco Stow and Go inside the pants holster, and it's for a ton of different guns. And I've got one somewhere here. Got one myself. Got it on a trade. I believe it came with a gun. So always nice to get a little extra, no complaints about that. So let's get into it right away. First off, Galco is a great company. I've had some Galco belts. In fact, Galco belts have been my favorite, long-lasting and preferred belts over everything that I've had belt-wise in the leather variety. I've got some belts that I've had for, 15 years that are still holding up. They're a little bit worn out, but this isn't a review on the belts. But Galco in general, I think, is a good holster and a good belt company. So they make good leather, okay? And so we'll talk about the good things about it first, which is not much. I guess the good thing about it is that it's better to have a holster than have no holster, okay? But it's not good to have a holster that is not fit to your gun, okay? This is not the 1970s. We have evolved. We have Kydex that's molded. And why is that, Neil, you're asking? Well, the reason why is because it's squishy, okay? And when things get squishy, it gives the opportunity for your trigger to get accidentally mashed inside there or accidentally depressed, depending on what you're carrying, right? And this is airsoft, so you can notice the little tip there. It's not real, but that can be a problem, right? Because you're wearing a holster to not only carry your gun comfortably, but also to protect it, right? Because a gun without a holster on it is nude, and a naked gun is more likely to be grabbed, like this, and somebody do something stupid, right? It happens even to people that are, with it, because they just grab their gun and they touch it, right? And this is the boomstick, or the boom switch, right? And we don't want accidental discharges to happen. And so one way to do that is we keep, our gun in a holster unless it's in a safe, or on our body, which again should be in a holster. And so the difference in a molded Kydex, type holster, or even a leather holster, is that it's fit for the gun, and there's not a likelihood of that trigger getting depressed accidentally while in your pants, while shooting a hole in your leg, your foot, your butt, or some of your unmentionables, right? So that is the most dangerous thing about these holsters, is they do collapse, okay? Another thing is this thing does have some metal around the top right here to make it squishy. And the problem is really, though, if it's inside your pants, it's going to squish like that when you pull the gun out. So if you have to get into a situation where you need your gun for whatever reason, and you go to reholster, you're not going to be able to reholster it very well, right? In your pants, you'd have to pull this holster out. It does have some clips there, so you're going to have to be sitting there with a gun in your hand trying to get this back in there when you need to. Why would you need to reholster, perhaps? Well, maybe you have a hope you're Legend of Zelda fans. Maybe you have taken care of business, and the police are on the way to help you with whatever situation you have, and you want to not throw your gun away on the ground or shove it in your pocket or in your pants like a hoodlum, and you want to put it back up in a safe manner so that you are not shot by the police that arrive on scene, because they don't know who the good guy bad guy is. They're just showing up on the scene with somebody with a gun, and you don't want to throw your gun away, right? Maybe you did not have to shoot your gun. Maybe you need to go somewhere else, and that gun needs to be tucked away. You want to put that back up safely in the holster. There's a whole lot of reasons why we put our gun back, right? All right, right. So sorry about that. So we might need to be gone, right? We might need to be able to get our gun back in our pants. So like I said, squishy equals no good because you're going to be sitting there pushing on a collapsed holster trying to get your gun back in, and it could potentially snag, the trigger on these ends right here. You miss it, and boom, there you go, right? So you want your holster to be solidly open. Now, you could do this with a, solid, thick piece of leather that's molded and designed to go with your gun. So like a 1911, or maybe you have a 19, or whatever it is. If you have a solid piece of leather, then that leather is probably going to be okay as long as it's not too worn. Thick leather will even get worn over time and can collapse in. But when holsters start to collapse, they are dangerous for you. Okay? So in my personal opinion, you should not have one of these as a gun glove for anything ever. Okay? So I have used this holster exactly 0 times. I've put guns in it, and it's the only squishy holster I have, and it's just not okay to have a multi-purpose holster. So when you see those out there, run away from multi-purpose holsters. If it's not designed for your gun and your gun alone, it's not good. Okay? Now what about like a Glock 48 and a Glock 43? Well, that's a little different because they're the same frame gun, and so you can put a Glock 43 in this holster, for instance, okay, in a Sark grade holster, and a Glock 48. It will fit them both fine and retain them both fine, because the only real difference is the length of the barrel and the length of the grip. It doesn't affect where the slide and the trigger fit in, because those are essentially the same, and the holsters are interchangeable, okay? But it's, again, molded Kydex, and it will fit for either or. These multi-purpose holsters are dangerous to you and your body parts and other people. So, for $36, I've seen these on the Weber nets for anywhere in the low 30s to the low 40s, and these are going to just be a waste of space for you. And a FUD might carry one, but you don't want to be a FUD. You want to be a responsible citizen. You can see a bunch of questions down here. They're all wrong, and on Amazon for reviews, these are reviewed by a bunch of people who don't know what they're doing, because this is all junk. The 1 and the 2 stars, 1 stars, is 9% of people know what they're talking about, but they should have bought it. Again, got mine on a trade, so I feel comfortable in saying that at least I didn't spend money on this thing. It just kind of came as an extra. So this goes into the trade pile or whatever, and or maybe I'll throw it in as a freebie if I ever do a gun sell and give it to somebody else, but this is not for me, and it shouldn't be for you. So that being said, hope this review has helped you. Make sure that y'all are checking us out on MeWe and the Float, checking out our website, signing up for the updates on our website, so when we make updates, you'll get those, and you don't have to keep checking. Murder the like button with this holster. Just smash it until it gets liked enough, because I need likes and I need subscribes. So if you hit those for me, that'd be super cool. Don't forget, we're also on Odyssey. If I can get up to 300 subscribes on this channel, then I don't have to upload each one, and the content will automatically upload for me, and that would be super swell. So we're over halfway there. So if you can subscribe, that would be very helpful. Share this with your friends and family if you found this to be helpful. Check out our other holster reviews for some holsters that don't suck, and hopefully those will help you steer you in the right direction, find you a good company to work with, and get you a good holster. All right, so that all being said, hope you all are doing well, and I ask you guys to remember to stay unsupported.